Well, this is your End Times News Update. And as you can see right here, the UAE welcomed a bad dawn with a nice little hair dance. Looks like I need to have a talk with my wife and ask her why she does not do this for me whenever I walk through the door. On second thought, I'm not sure if the chronic neck pain would be worth the ego boost. Now, speaking of ego, we have Mr. Ego himself to visit Abrahamic family house in Abu Dhabi, where he will be the first president to tour the complex. Now, for those who do not know, the Abrahamic family house is a interfaith complex in Abu Dhabi. And this interfaith complex houses a mosque, a church, and a synagogue. Now, get this, the undertaking was inspired by the document on human paternity signed by Pope Francis on behalf of the Catholic Church, and also signed by Ahmed El Tahib on behalf of the Al Azhar Mosque. The project is an initiative towards the end times one world religion. Tolerance and coexistence among Abrahamic faiths. I'm dyslexic. Now, it houses the St. Francis Church, the Imam al-Tahib Mosque, and the Moses ben Maimon Synagogue in separate structures. Now, here's a picture right here of the facility. And as we can see, the purpose of the Abrahamic family house aims to serve as a community for interreligious dialogue and exchange and be a physical manifestation of the document on human fraternity. Now, the complex seeks to represent interfaith coexistence, preserves the unique character of the religions represented, and build bridges between human civilization and the Abrahamic messages. Please tell me you can see what's going on here. The same guy who was on a Middle East tour to bring peace and to bring forth the Abraham Accords is also going to be the first president to tour the Abrahamic family house, which is all about the interfaith or interreligious agenda. You can't make this up. Now, in other news, we have the UAE and the US agreeing to establish the US UAE AI acceleration partnership. That just sounds so wonderful. Where we can see the UAE is set to deepen AI links with the United States. Now, NVIDIA scores big with a bad dawn, brokering a major AI export pact with the UAE and US tech giants, which makes sense since the UAE is all on board with AI governance. As we can actually see, the Microsoft president wants to see the US replicate Abu Dhabi's AI efforts, where he is quoted saying to the US Senate Commerce how we need to bring it to America. And what he's talking about is Abu Dhabi's AI governance called TAM. And TAM is a state-of-the-art unified digital ecosystem of over 900 government and private sector services. The word TAM translates to consider it done in Arabic. I've tried to warn you guys, they are literally treating AI like a genie. Now, it represents a guiding light to offering superior customer service. At TAM, we are focused on continually developing and providing the best experience for each valued user. TAM prides itself on accessibility and allowing people within Abu Dhabi to access everyday vital services across healthcare, housing, citizenship, residency, and much, much more. We can go back to this article right here about the Microsoft president talking about how we need to have apps that simplify the process of renewing driver license, reporting potholes, obtaining various forms, and other services. He says you can do all these things with your phone, by the way, and you can do this today in Abu Dhabi. Now, at one point, he was shown Abu Dhabi's TAM Government Service AI Assistant, which acts as a one-stop shop for all government services. And as we can see right here, Microsoft has been a proponent of the UAE's AI aspirations in recent years. The company made a $1.5 billion investment in the UAE AI and cloud company G42 in 2024, and later announced that it would open its research-based AI for Good Lab in Abu Dhabi. Oh, thank the good Lord that they named it AI for Good Lab. I mean, whew. We really missed a bullet there. As we can see, the UAE is not alone in the Middle East for their desire of AI governance as Saudi Arabia launches AI venture Humane. As we can see, AWS and Humane announced a more than $5 billion investment to accelerate AI adoption in Saudi Arabia and globally. And as we see, Humane and NVIDIA announced strategic partnership to build AI factories of the future in Saudi Arabia. Isn't that lovely? Since we're talking about AI in the Middle East, we have this right here how Mr. Abaddon suggests US takeover of Gaza to make it a freedom zone. Yeah, I'm not sure about you guys, but this right here is giving me 1984 vibes. War is peace, freedom is slavery, ignorance is strength, and AI surveillance is a freedom zone. You will obey. With all this AI in the news, I need to bring this back up to your attention, speak on it once again because nobody else is talking about this, how the House budget bill would put a 10-year pause on state AI regulation. As we can see, the big, beautiful bill before the House Energy and Commerce Committee under the budget reconciliation process would prevent states from enforcing any law or regulation for AI models, where apparently it says in this big, beautiful bill, no state or political subdivision thereof may enforce any law or regulation regulating artificial intelligence models, artificial intelligence systems, or automated decision systems during the 10-year period. Now, apparently, this ban would allow AI companies to ignore consumer privacy protections, let deepfakes spread, and allow companies to profile and deceive consumers using AI. Yeah, this sounds like a wonderful idea. What could go wrong? That wraps it up for your end times news update. Things are accelerating at such a rapid rate. It is so hard to keep up with it. My goodness, the writing is on the wall clearly of the times that we are living in. So, therefore, we continue to focus on the Lord and just remember what really matters is your personal relationship with the Lord and your relationship with others, growing in maturity, having your mind renewed and transformed daily through His Word, walking forth, living by faith and not by sight, working on your own emotions and situations that the Lord places you in. Do not allow the news in this world to cause stress, fear, anxiety. The Lord does not give us the spirit of fear, but the spirit of power, love, and a sound mind, and peace that surpasses all understanding that will guard your heart and your mind. Philippians 4:6 and through 8. So I just want you guys to remember that. Keep your eyes on the Lord. Everything going on right now, it's good to, have your finger on the pulse. But at the same time, if it's causing you stress and anxiety, just don't look at it. And if these videos cause stress, stop watching them, okay? I don't want them to cause stress. That's why I try to bring sarcasm. I try to, bring some type of humor because honestly, guys, comedy is the greatest remedy against tragedy. And what's going on in the world is completely tragic. People are going their own way, trying to build a God in their own image with artificial intelligence, and people are rebelling against God. People are deceived at such a high level. It's so disheartening, but we got to be able to laugh here. We got to have some type of joy, right? With some, jokes. Hope I can, bring that to you guys. But with that all being said, just focus on the Lord. Stay true to Him in your own personal walk. And the way you do that is by just talking to Him. Go to Him. He wants to hear you talk to Him. Pray to Him and go forth, guys. I love you all so much, right? God bless. Remember, the just shall live by faith.